Yeah, I jumped in.
I know, I heard. I'm so happy I taught you what they were.
You did. You taught me what's up, and then I bought an ape.
I got an ape too, because I saw you on the show with people, and you said you got a Monke, so I went and I copied you and did the same thing.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
This is your
mine.
ape.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like the hat, the shades.
Now what? How did you pick? Because you can pick your ape.
Yes, I was going through a lot of them, and I was like, I want something that like kind of reminds me of me, but this one, it does. I think we made like another version of it where he takes the hat off and blonde hair comes out.
Yeah, because you can do it now whatever you want.
Animated version.
We're part of the same community. We're both apes.
I love it.
This is my ape.
Yours is so cool. I love the red heart sunglasses. I love the captain hat.
It reminded me of me a little bit because I wear striped shirts. I've worn these heart sunglasses because my daughters, just as a joke, they have them, and as a joke, I put them on. So I've done this, and I love yacht rock and being breezy. So I'm like, yeah, that kind of thing. And I like the blue. Dude, look at us.
They look like they could be friends.
They're buddies.
Today we're going to laugh at people, okay? We're going to laugh at some really stupid individuals. You know, not every day do I get to be so right that I feel convicted. This isn't something that I should even be feeling right about. Obviously, you've read the title of the video. Every NFT is worthless. Almost every NFT. Recently, it's been reported that like 95% of NFTs that are out on the market are being held, or not sold, or not being sold, and the entire market has basically collapsed so bad that the worth of these NFTs are nothing. Basically nothing, alright? You know, if you look at the marketplace, 99% losses are kind of the average, right? And I'll be real, I don't understand why anybody's shocked about this, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, NFTs are useless. They have been useless. The utility has been done. So again, let's start off with what NFTs are. For anybody that's missed the last 2-3 years of the crypto boom, NFTs are effectively receipts you buy that prove your ownership of a digital asset on the blockchain, okay? So all those funky monkey pictures you saw online, the bored apes, the mutant apes, whatever, all of those images that you could just right-click save as, some dumbass, literal dumbass would buy a receipt of that and say, I own that picture, okay? So now they own that mutant ape, that bored ape, that crypto punk, whatever, okay? They own that ugly-looking digital asset. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you might be wondering what prompts somebody to buy an asset for thousands of dollars, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars. Logan Paul, alright, famously bought an On1Source NFT for $600,000, okay? An insane amount. You could buy a house for that amount somewhere. An actual tangible asset.
And they have these animals referenced by number. So animal 20, I believe, was the first animal. And that animal 20, when they implanted the Neuralink in the brain of the first monkey of animal 20, then the monkey started, basically, he was scratching the skull uncontrollably to the point where it was bleeding, and then they had to do surgery on the monkey to figure out what was going on, and then there was like a viral and bacterial infection that spread from that site where he was like itching, uncontrollably, and then he had to be euthanized, I think a month later or 2 months later. The next animal 15, I believe it was a she, and the monkey also was basically every time lab workers would enter, she would shake uncontrollably and be banging her head on the floor, which seems to be a sign of pain, discomfort, and at times she would be constantly holding a partner, another monkey, holding by the hand, and just trying to gain solace. But beside that, she was just constantly banging her head, and also had the same symptoms, yanking out, the area where the Neuralink was, and then also had to be, that one I don't recall if it was euthanized or died at that point. Another monkey also, they found that the Neuralink became super loose to the point where the screws were loose and were just completely coming off, and also had to be euthanized. And what Elon Musk has come to say is that Neuralink wasn't the cause of their deaths, and that they are only using monkeys who are already at their end of life.
Well, in a major scientific achievement, Chinese researchers have successfully cloned the first rhesus monkey, a species renowned for its importance in medical research due to its psychological similarities to humans. The cloned monkey is named Retro. It has remained in good health for over 2 years, marking a remarkable stride in cloning technology. This breakthrough comes from a team at the University of Chinese Academy of Sciences. Now, these scientists utilized a technique known as trophoblast replacement. Earlier methods that were used to clone a rhesus either did not lead to any births, or many other cases, the offspring died within hours of its birth. This method aims to address previous challenges encountered in cloning the monkeys. The researchers used 113 embryos, which are building block cells that can grow into any part of an organism. 11 of which were implanted into a surrogate monkey. They later achieved 2 pregnancies and 1 live birth. In Asia, rhesus monkeys can be seen roaming freely. Their populations can be found from Afghanistan to India, Thailand, Vietnam, and China. Experts use them to study immunity and infection. Now, researchers have expressed joy over the successful outcome of the experiment. They have highlighted the potential implications for drug testing, suggesting that the identical animals could enhance the reliability of trial results. However, not everyone is celebrating this achievement. The UK's Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals has voiced deep concerns. They have emphasized the potential for animal suffering and calling for further efforts. The organization questions the immediate benefits to human patients versus the distress experienced by the animals involved. The most famous cloned animal, Dolly the sheep, was created in 1996. scientists reprogrammed the cell from another sheep.
Chinese researchers say a rhesus monkey they cloned survived for 2 years thanks to a new technique. Previous attempts have either not led to live births or the offspring haven't survived for more than a few hours. Critics say the suffering caused to animals by cloning isn't worth any potential benefits. Well, let's speak now to Professor Robin Lovell-Band, who's head of the Laboratory of Stem Cell Biology and Developmental Genetics at the Francis Crick Institute. Thank you so much for joining us, Robin. We will come to the ethics of this in a moment. Just first of all, how much of a breakthrough is it? Because they've only had one live birth, haven't they? So how significant is this development?
Well, first of all, it's always very difficult when you only have one of something. You can't determine the frequencies, so you don't know whether the method that they developed here is more efficient or not than previous procedures. So they really need to have at least two to be able to give a rate of success. So there have been a number of previous attempts to clone non-human primates, so macaques in particular. There were different species of macaque was cloned in 2018. Again, it was a very inefficient process, only about between 1 and 2% of attempts work. Trying to clone the rhesus macaque, which is what this present study has been doing, has consistently met with no success at all in getting a live born animal to live more than a few hours, as you said. Why it's important to work with rhesus macaques is because these are the type of non-human primate that's most often used in research. So we have a lot of information about them in other respects. And if you want to use non-human primates in research which is closely allied to research on humans, then it makes sense to develop this type of macaque, the rhesus macaque, as your model. The reason they want to do it is to be able to reduce variation between experiments. So scientists always want to control the variables. Having genetically different animals in an experiment always complicates things. So the idea was to have genetically identical rhesus macaques that you then use in a variety of experiments to look at things which might be applied to humans.
And Robin, just briefly, if we then turn to the ethics of this, the animal charity, the RSPCA, says that the suffering to the monkeys outweighs any benefits scientifically. Do you agree?
I think I do on this occasion. I don't always agree with them, but I actually do on this occasion. I think the number of animals used to in this case, generate one live-born animal that lives for 2 years is sort of a bit unacceptable, actually. So it was 113 attempts in this experiment as reported, but there had been many attempts previously. So if you add it all up, there's many monkeys have been used to get far. And only having one survivor is not enough to do anything with. Yeah. So you need, the whole idea is that you need to have multiple animals.
I'm afraid we'll have to leave it there. Thank you so much, Professor Robin Lovell-Band there. Do stay with us here on